a mental game all you want, but at the end of the day, like, yeah, your body is body, and like your body is the vessel in which you're completing this really, really tough task. And like, in order to get that belt buckle at the end of Bandera, like my body has to handle it, right? So I came off a really big week, and this is kind of the downfall of running on a lot of streets. Is pavement is a lot harder than rock, and a lot harder than you know, the trails. No matter how rocky they are, like pavement's a lot harder. So that constant pounding, right? It's tough on the calves, it's tough on your knees, it's tough on the different muscles and tendons in your quads and connecting to your kneecaps. So by training that way, you know, I got some inflammation in my knee, and you know, training's all about like a wrench is thrown at you and you can dodge it, or you can like take it on the face and you can handle it, you can cope with it. So in this case, you know, that meant that I couldn't run on pavement for a couple of days. This happened like last week, and so I did like a Stairmaster Ultra at my apartment. You know, sometimes that's what you gotta do. It's all about adapting when you're not in the most ideal conditions. You have to go out of your way to achieve these goals and to you know, strengthen your legs, get that elevation. However, that voluntary adversity is what makes you better. The human condition, like, if you don't face any type of adversity that you're willingly putting yourself through, you're not ever gonna get better. Whether that's in like your career or in running or whatever goal you have. And that really helps. And not to mention, like, whatever you wake up that morning and convince yourself and tell yourself that you can run, you're gonna run it. Yeah, like mishaps happen. People have to pull out of races, but ultra running is cool because it's not about who has the strongest muscles or like who has the strongest stomach. It's how strong is your mind, how in tune are you with your body, and how much can you handle that morning, because there's so many factors that go into it. This should be number 6. And this is my second 100K, and definitely my hardest race to date.
What makes it so difficult?
In my very first ultra ever, it was the 50K at Bandera. And so I remember after I finished my first lap, like, oh my God, how are people doing this again? Like, how are people doing a second lap of this? And just feeling like so amazed, that version of myself 2 years ago. And I think like that added pressure of, you know, being that person that used to be like so far off in such like a pipe dream. And not to mention the course is tough, elevation's tough, weather will be tough. You know, it's unforgiving out there for sure. Out there, you're getting just like the best and the most wicked parts of the Texas Hill Country. Like you're getting huge chunky rocks, you're getting like cactus and the sotol everywhere, so you're gonna get scraped up, you're gonna get banged up, you're gonna fall, you're gonna stub your toes. For me, I always lose toenails, and so it's like you're signing up for this thing that's just gonna like brutalize you. And then not only that is you have the battle of nutrition, right? So you're constantly taking in this intense amount of calories and carbs and sodium that your body's letting out, but at the same time you have to give it back in a way that your body isn't used to receiving nutrition. So, you know, you never know what's gonna happen with your stomach, and you never know if you're gonna fall or twist an ankle, you never know. So it's a lot of unknowns. It's really hard to replicate living in the city. You know, living downtown San Antonio, I'm training mostly on roads. Elevated, you know, I'm hitting hills and I'm getting all the training I need. And, you know, I'm going to the gym, but when you get out there, you know, you step onto the course and there's these huge, like chunky rocks, the terrain's uneven. And then at a certain point, like when you're 7, 8, 9 hours into the race, you're all alone, you're by yourself. And beneath your feet is just the most brutal terrain that Texas has to give you. I told you I'm the king of riff in Southwest Texas.
I told Rob that yesterday. I said, I'm gonna let you riff, and he said, I'm the king of riff.
All I do is riff, dude. All I do is riff.
That was really good. I like that.